Taygetan Star Ship private rooms and toilets. Hello again. I'm Mari Swaruu. Thank you for being here with me today once more. Even though this subject may seem to be quite awkward and strange to present, I am doing so because I know that throughout the years many people have asked themselves what do Taygetan toilets look like and how they work. And yes, they are quite different from human ones, although they also have many elements in common, being so, that a toilet is still just a toilet and nothing else to say about that, with no strange and mystical elements about it, yet it does have, and it does involve high technology in it, some of which is not available on Earth yet. Each crew member on a Taygetan Star Ship, regardless of its size or mission, has his or her own private quarters or room, and does not have to share it with anyone else unless he or she wants to do so, as is the case with couples. Although in a starship the rooms may vary in size, depending if they are for officers or for general crew members, the description of a classically laid out private room is the following. The rooms are all aligned to a specialized deck level inside the starship. You walk through an hexagonal corridor until you reach a door, which opens with a proximity sensor, if you programmed it that way, or you push a big square button on the wall to the side of it. This button may sometimes require a security pin number, also if programmed to do so. The door will slide open to the right, using its pneumatic actuators, and will close behind you after you've passed through, or you can ask it to stay open as well. As a note, the ship's main artificial intelligence computer has access to all these doors and can open or close them remotely if necessary, although this feature can also be deactivated, except for emergency situations. Once you've entered the room, you will find yourself in a short corridor with a closet to your right, with manually operated sliding doors, made of wood, sometimes with glass panels in them, and the door to the small bathroom to your left. You walk forwards and you find the main bedroom, which consists of a sofa against the wall of the bathroom, and a bed with its head towards the large hexagonal window to space outside. This window does not have a glass, it is made out of the same polymorphic material of the ship's main hull, but with its molecules arranged in a crystalline manner for it to be transparent. The windows can be made to be polarized or opaque at your command, and at any desired degree, by sliding your finger up or down while touching the glass in any place you want. Sometimes these windows will also have ornamental curtains, if desired, and besides the bed and the sofa, that also turns into another bed, you also have anything else you would expect to find in a bedroom, like two bedside tables with lamps at each side, bookshelves with closed compartments to keep private things in them, and a desk with a holographic computer terminal linked to the ship's main artificial intelligence, and if required, a digital computer as well. On the floor you may sometimes find a wall-to-wall carpet, or just a rug. The floors sometimes are just basic anti-skid material, or in some more luxurious cases, the floors may be made out of wood plank. The ceiling has vent openings and lighting comes out of the edges, all around the bedroom's perimeter, with some main lamps with varying shapes in the center. Moving into the bathroom, entering through another pneumatic and manually operated sliding door, you will find the shower inside a small bathtub to your left, and to your right you will find the bathroom vanity table, with a large mirror, the bathroom sink, and the makeup replicator I described in one of my previous videos, incorporated into the vanity's surface. Directly in front you will find the toilet. The toilet is more often cube-shaped with rounded edges, and a square lid that opens towards the wall. The toilet's opening is oval-shaped, as would be expected, and does not have the movable, classical U-shaped seat part, as that is part of the fixed design. As is to be expected, inside it has water with some chemicals, making it look teal blue. Now here comes the icky part to describe. The person sits there, as usual, does whatever it needs to do, and then the toilet will automatically propel cleaning bubbles using ultrasound that clean the person's private parts, removing any unwanted residue around them. When a bubble is full, it falls back into the fluid below by simple gravity. This system is quite advanced as it does require sensors to detect dirty spots in the person's private parts, in order to direct the flow and the amount of bubbles in the desired direction and in the necessary quantity and velocity, in order to effectively clean the area. As all this is done using special compressed bubbles that I should say are quite small, about the size of a dot in a page, and not much water, at the end, the person's private parts are left just about perfectly clean and dry, not needing any further cleaning or drying. There is no need for toilet paper, although if needed you can find paper napkins in the bathroom's vanity table, by the makeup replicator machine, and they can also be disposed of inside the toilet as usual. Much of this system depends on the type of special substance designed to make those bubbles within the toilet system, but it's basically just organic soap. Once the person has finished using the toilet, all it has to do in order to flush it is to bring down the square lid to its resting position again, and the toilet system will also sanitize itself and all the area of the machine that is within the reach of the cleaning bubbles jet propelling system. These bathrooms don't have a sewer system, or not exactly. A vacuum system sucks down the contents of the toilet, and into a series of tubes with special high-voltage coils around them, that produce a high-energy plasma at the tube's center, that literally vaporize the sewer's contents. The energy in the form of heat that is released by this process is quite substantial, and it is then transformed into electricity using a thermovoltaic unit, that in turn feeds the resulting electrical current into the ship's electric power grid. Most of the energy resulting from the vaporization process comes from the water content in the sewer in the form of hydrogen, but the solids in it do produce a lot of power as well. Even though at first hand this toilet system may seem to be over-elaborated and over-complicated, the end result is very effective because it not only eliminates the need for dirty and complicated sewer processing systems and tubing networks, taking up space inside a starship, but it also produces a very large amount of electricity that far exceeds what the toilet consumed during its working process. So, each time someone goes to the bathroom, the person is actually generating energy for the ship, helping to power it and all its other systems, including the engines to one or another small degree. Everything on a starship is optimized and nothing is wasted. Even though this kind of toilets still consume water from the ship's tank supplies, the amount per flushing is very small, and a lot of the water for consumption is also generated on board using reverse electrolysis process. The base soap for the toilets is manually refilled by the owner, but it is also easily produced with the replicators found in the laundry rooms, where you can find ready-made containers always full, from where to refill your toilet soap bottle. In the case of the garbage on board a ship, which materials cannot be recycled, they are also vaporized in a special machine that turns them into usable electricity that helps feeds the ship's entire power grid. This will be all for today. Please take care. With much love. Mari Swaruu.